Hello, today we are going to continue with our drawing drills. We are going to create value with pen and ink or just marker. So if you have a Sharpie or if you have a pen or any other kind of marker, that's fine. Sharpie might be the best for this, but you don't have to go out and buy one. So any pen, Sharpie, or marker, thin point will work for this assignment. Please go get that now. At the top of your page, please write value with pen and ink. Even though we use marker, this is just the title that I like to work with. So please write the title. We have some definitions that we're going to talk about with this assignment, and it's repeating what we talked about in our last one. So value, if we were to define that, we said it's light, medium, and dark. So please make sure you write this. Okay, the next thing is we're going to talk about form. And we know that form is creating something that looks 3D. When you have value, value makes a shape appear to have form. And then our next one is light source. And I'm just going to draw the little icon. We know that this is the direction that the light comes from, right? So I'm using that little icon for now because we've already done a lesson with light source. You can even maybe just write the word direction. Okay, the first technique we're going to work with is called stippling. So you're going to write this down with me. Okay, please write the word stippling. And what stippling is are dots. We are going to use dots to make value. We're going to draw a circle. Okay, we're going to turn this flat circle into a sphere, which would mean it has form. So draw a circle very slowly. Please do not rush and do something like this. Okay, take your time. Try to make a circle as best as you can. So because my light source is here on the upper left, we know that this is where it's going to be lightest. We can just put an L there if you want, or write the word light, just to remember, to remind yourself. Opposite of light is dark. And then here in the middle, we are going to have medium. Okay, so label your sphere like this. We're going to use dots to create form. What we don't want to do is this. See how it's like sloppy and not controlled, and we're not doing this either. We're going to focus with dots close together. So we're going to talk about that word value again. When dots are close together, they create dark. When dots are separated and we have some more space, they create medium. And when dots are really separated, right, it would create a light. I want you to remember that the higher the concentration, which means the closer the dots are, the darker the value appears. So I would like you right now to take a couple minutes, and I want you to try to get the dark side of the sphere shaded in. And I want you to keep in mind, look at the way that I'm shading. I'm not going up and down. So another thing that I want to show you that we won't do is we're not going to go like this, right? We're not going to put dots straight across the sphere because the sphere is round. It's round, so we want to work in a contour. So what that means is my dots are going to be lined more like this. Okay, so nice and close. Try to make some dark dots. Okay, now we're going to focus on medium. And as we said a minute ago, medium just means that there's more white paper showing through. So you're going to put some dots in the middle of this ball, but you're not going to have them touch as much as you do in the dark. And then when we get to the light, it's going to be like even less to none. So like really space them out. Okay? And so this is what it should look like when you're done. We have a nice dark section, we have a medium section, and a light section. Take a couple minutes and try to make your value with stippling. Next shape that we're going to do is the cone. Remember, we draw the A, and then we give it a smile. We're going to have the same light source, top left, which means this is going to be our dark side. This will be our light. And then our medium is going to be right in the middle. So when we go to shade this, we are going to not shade round, but we're going to shade more in like an angle. So I'm going to start with my dark, taking my time, and I'm going to go up, and then it's going to kind of flare out, right? So my darkest dark, dots are close together. When I start my medium, I'm going to separate them a little bit. And then my light is going to be very, very few. So I want to make sure that there's a difference between my dark and my medium and my light. The next shape we are going to shade is a cube. Please make sure that you are drawing a square with 4 equal sides. And now we're going to take a line and tip it back. And that's going to give us our perspective line. And we're going to repeat that on this corner and on the bottom corner. Draw a vertical line and then a horizontal line. Okay, that's our cube. We have a light source. All right, we have our side that's dark because this is the furthest from the light. Our medium is going to be on this front face, and then the light is going to be on the top. So when we fill in the dark, you can see what we're doing, kiddos. You're going to spend a couple minutes and you're going to do your darkest dark here, your medium tone here, and your light there. So why don't you give that a try? When you're all done doing your stippling on your box, it should look something like this. And the last shape for this exercise is a cylinder. Make an oval. You go a straight line down. And then a smile at the bottom. So please take a minute and draw the cylinder. To shade the cylinder, we're going to do the same light source. We know that we're going to have light on the left. Medium will be in the middle. And then we're going to have dark on the right. When we are shading, we don't want to just go straight across. We want to kind of curve it a little. And we know that we want the darkest along the edge here. So take a minute and use your pen and try to make a nice stippled cylinder. And there you go. You're done with stippling. So if we look at our shapes, we can see that we made a sphere, a cone, a cube, and a cylinder with stippling. Good job, everyone.